Alright, good morning everyone, from day 7 on board the P&O Britannia, where we are now sailing into our port of call for today, Palma de Mallorca. After what many would call the most important meal of the day, it was out for a sneak peek at where we'll be exploring today. Palma was a very busy port this morning, also playing host to the Diadema, I think that's how you say it, the Costa Diadema and Valiant Lady cruise ships, along with a few ferries for good measure. Right, hello everyone and welcome to Palma de Mallorca, our third port of call out of 6 for this cruise. And it is looking like it's going to be a cracking day today, with only sun on the forecast and temperatures of 30 degrees. Now P&O being a little bit stingy again with the time in port, with the all aboard time set to 5:30, which doesn't really give me enough time to kind of do everything that I want to do, but we're going to get done what we can. So with all that said, let's get out there and get exploring. Doesn't she look so majestic? Sat there, all tied up and oh god. P&O were kind enough to be running a charged shuttle service from the terminal to the city centre. But of course, in true me style, I would be walking. You'll find a clearly marked path from this terminal to the main road, which is not something we always see at these terminals, so props to Palma. There were also some great views of Britannia, along with the other 2 ships in port. Our first stop comes just after leaving the port area. On our right hand side, we will find the Castillo Museu San Carlos, if that's how you pronounce it, I don't know. Now operating as a free entry museum, and one that young Greaston liked. I liked it. Like, what kind of review is that, man? Come on. The fortress was built at the beginning of the 17th century with a purpose of protecting the merchants who came into port from those pesky pirates. Yarr. Through history, the Castillo has functioned as various different buildings, such as a hospital or a prison, but is currently a military museum. There is so much to see here, but unfortunately I would not, as I was kicked out as they close at 2 p.m. A shame, but I see this as an excuse to come back at a later date. I think so. Our next stop will be a fair walk away, so get those trainers on and maps at the ready. You may get a little hungry along the way, but fear not, because Palma has you covered. With McDonald's, of course, and surprisingly, a Burger King just opposite. And well, a name that I had not heard in a very long time. Further into this walk, we will pass the entrance to the other cruise terminals. We then enter a marina called Da Sena di Can Barbara. This is a beautiful marina area, should this be something that tickles your fancy. Following on from this, we start heading deeper into the city, as I'm not just going to be following the coast like a typical tourist. Hey Thomas? As I carry on cruising, this route takes us into the side streets of ye old Palma, where you will get a real sense of Spanish culture. But after some mighty fine trekking, we arrive at the gated entrance to Castell de Bellver. This is the absolutely perfect place for a gentle stroll, or to climb up an insane amount of steps if you wish. And after nearly reaching heaven itself, it seemed worth it for these stunning panoramic views of Palma. Hey, is that my house over there? But after scaling up another 500 steps, we reach the Castell de Bellver, built in the early 14th century. Imagine this, right? Imagine walking all the way up here to find out that there was an admission price of €4 to enter, and you didn't bring any money with you. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? I should really bring some change with me, on these trips at port, but. I mean, I can say that the castle looked very nice from the outside. I would describe it as very bricky. And of course, let us not forget about these panoramic views of ye old Palma. And well, with basically the exact same thing as what happened in Gibraltar, it was time to scale down the millions and trillions of steps. But don't worry, people, because there is one more stop of this port that will take us nearly all the way back to the ship. There's quite a bit of walking left ahead of me. Well, is that the sea I can see? Yes, guys, it wouldn't be a capture cruising video without visiting the perfect beach. Platja de Cala Major is located a mere 5 kilometers from the cruise terminal. So you're looking about a 1 hour 15 walk by foot. But in doing so, you will find this 650 foot long sandy beach that looks like it's somewhere straight out of paradise, and easily takes the title of the perfect beach. You could spend hours here. Well, if you didn't have to catch a ship, that is, which unfortunately will be leaving quite soon, so I'd best get back before having to find somewhere to camp for the night. You know what, actually, that doesn't sound too bad, Oh, oh, oh my goodness. That is very hot and very tiring. There was a lot of walking. But yeah, getting back on board was all right. Well, apart from the scanner in the security thing failing as I went through it. Oh, and walking to the wrong side of the ship as well, which I did. But apart from that, it was pretty smooth. All right, so because I got back on board so late, dinner has now finished. So the buffet is currently shut, so I'm going to have to wait until they move on to the tea service at 6 o'clock. And we'll probably be leaving in the next half an hour or so, so there's not much point really going anywhere. So I'm just going to watch it from the balcony, take it easy a bit, try and recover, because I'm not as young as I used to be, I think, which is a shame, but there you go. So just on another note as well, the TV channel BBC HD currently isn't working, which you can see they've put this error message up, which is fine. It's a pretty generic error message, but I just wanted to show it to you because I do love grammatical errors. So I'm just going to show you here. We apologies. Oh, where's my finger? We apologies for any inconvenience caused. They can't even apologise, right? I mean, come on, guys. That's just a little joke. Hopefully that cheers you up like it cheered me up. Not that I need cheering up. I'm on a cruise. Like, what am I talking about? It was nice to see the Britannia sail out of Palma in a calm manner, without scraping her sides up against some old tanker, What, is it too soon? Is it too soon? Are you serious? And there we go. That was that. We are on our way again. And the joys of cruising is tomorrow we'll be somewhere else. Actually, no, tomorrow we'll be at sea, but the day after that, we'll have a new place to explore. All right, well, the first order of business is for me to have a shower and get all this sun lotion and sweat off me because it is roasting out there right now. Do that, then we'll go grab some dinner and enjoy a bit of a night on board Britannia. So let's go do that. It was double helpings for tea this evening to make up for the lack of food I had eaten today whilst exploring Palma de Mallorca and all of her many, 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 many steps. And well, of course, you couldn't close a capture cruising video without a beautiful sunset at the sea. Right, Julie? Well, guys, yes, that is going to bring us to the end of the day. Tomorrow is Friday, which means we are now halfway through the holiday. But in the laws of physics, everything negative has a positive. And the way to look at it is that if we were on a 7-night itinerary, we'd be disembarking tomorrow. But we're not, we're only halfway. So always stay positive, guys. And speaking of staying positive, it would really help me out if you click some of these things around here. There's a playlist here if you want to watch the whole journey. The next video is here, and there's also a subscribe just down here. Stay positive, man. That's what I said. And I will see you tomorrow for a day at sea. Sea day. Day at sea. Day at sea.